Since his death, so much has been written and said about Congressman Lewis, it would be hard to add much more to his incredible story and his truly inspirational life. But I, for one, was very pleased that our state led the nation in giving Congressman Lewis an appropriate and I think a very fitting send-off for a life well lived and a true example of service above self. Whether it was when his horse-drawn carriage paused atop the Edmund Pettus Bridge, resting on the red rose petals that contrasted with his own blood that was shed some 55 years ago, or having our state's troopers stand and salute as the congressman passed over the bridge for one final time. Alabamians came from all parts of the state to pay their final respects to this proud son of Alabama, native of Troy. We're grateful to the Lord that we had him for as long as we did, and our thoughts and prayers continue with him and his family and friends and all the lives that were touched because of John Robert Lewis. May he rest in peace. Today, with the support of Dr. Harris, I'm extending our current Safer at Home order until the end of August with a few minor modifications, which I will explain in just a minute. You know, these decisions are not easy, and they're certainly not fun. And there's no way in the world you're ever going to make everybody happy 100% of the time. But one thing is for sure. Tough decisions are a lot easier to make when you're on the sidelines than when you're actually in the arena. Now, I've said many times since my very first press conference, back when we were all still learning how to pronounce coronavirus, that when you've been elected governor, you've got to try to do the right thing, not necessarily the most popular thing. And there is such a fine balance, as we have discussed countless times, in factoring both the human health as well as the economic health into the equation. And as I've said before, my administration and I have made our share of mistakes during this pandemic, but our goal has always been to make more good decisions than bad, hopefully leading to more positive results along the way. As for today's new order, this will include extending our statewide mask ordinance through August 31st. And while no one enjoys wearing a mask, I'd be the first to tell you that because of the help and support we've gotten from our friends in retail and business, I believe we are making progress in this arena. Y'all, we just must remain vigilant if we're going to get our kids back in school and keep our economy open. And wearing a mask can't hurt, but it sure can help. And more people are seeing this for what it is, a way to protect yourself as well as to protect the others that you work with, come in contact with, care about, and those you even love. And speaking of our schools, I want to encourage every superintendent, every principal, every teacher, and every parent who's listening. We don't have the luxury of not getting our young people back in school. While I respect those districts that have elected to go to virtual classrooms, I feel with all my heart that a slide will come by keeping our kids at home, especially if there are other options. And that slide is likely to have a dramatic negative impact on Alabama's future, our young people. So here's a challenge to all of our school districts and each of our schools around the state. Nothing is set in concrete. And if the COVID-19 situation in your community or counties permits, you should be looking to phase back into in-person classroom participation if at all possible. Now, while a majority of Safer at Home order will remain the same, there is one addition to this order that will impact those schools providing in-class instruction. They will now be required to wear masks whenever practical from second grade through college. We know that with all responsibilities of being a teacher, that this can be an added burden to require that a mask be worn. But just as we are focused on creating a safe and healthy environment for our students, it's also important that we take care of our teachers as well. Other than our parents, one of the most important persons in a child's life is that teacher of that child. And many of our students and their families rely on school for more than just classroom activities. School is a safe place where many of our children get their healthiest meal of the day and where they are loved and encouraged as well as taught. As a former school teacher myself and as president of the state school board, I'm telling you, we need to do everything we can to get our kids back in the classroom as soon as possible. As Dr. Harris makes his way up to the microphone, let me again thank the people of Alabama for your understanding, for your patience, for your support and your willingness to help us get through these difficult days. Dr. Harris.